Hey man, say man, welcome back to Meet the Shorters. And as promised, we was gonna drop a video of how our first year of marriage was.
Yes,
Woo,
sir.
child.
Man, it was challenging most definitely, but we gonna give y'all a scoop on how it is. You
The
know what I'm
real
saying?
scoop.
The real scoop.
My dog is very spoiled, as you see. She just jumped in my lap.
Hell,
That's cool though. Okay, so let's rewind back to the last video.
Okay.
So we kind of been a little in and out of YouTube because I really was skeptical about putting my life on camera, but we thought bigger than just that. So now we're here and we're gonna definitely keep you guys in tune. So let's rewind back. We decided to get married. Nothing big. I'm not into big weddings. I'm not into spending a lot of money. I really don't care for all that. We just did something simple at a park in DeSoto. I got a little dress off Fashion Nova. It wasn't serious, a serious thing for me to go get a big wedding dress. Yeah, nothing like that. It didn't take much. So we got married, and we're gonna definitely put a clip in so you guys can see. We got married, and after we got married,
I don't think it was just totally womp womp womp, but it was a little wompity womp in there. But yeah, I feel like it's just challenging because we was in a good vibe, a stage where we was just vibing with each other. We was vibing so well, and we got married kind of early on. It was like
6 months.
Like 6 months, yeah. Like fuck it, let's just do it. And I feel like once you do that, the challenge is learning each other, like perfecting that though. And I feel like whenever we moved into our house, we ended up getting a new house, and whenever we moved in, it's just like this is both of our first house together. Like it's kind of challenging. Like, you know what I'm saying? We all got our ways. I got my ways. She got her ways. She expects certain things, and I expect certain things, and sometimes that don't meet. So I feel like that was the biggest challenge right there, most definitely. Like I remember.
Wait, can you gonna remember that if I interrupt you?
Yeah.
So let's rewind back to us getting married so fast. We dated for 6 months, and we were just in a really great space. I'm the type of person that don't believe that you do have to be with somebody for a very long time for them to know what you want. Actually, to me, this way made it more fun. Instead of me being with him for 10 years, knowing him like the back of my hand, and we get married, and it's just like, oh, okay. Like, I know him already. We just vibing now. So we got to actually learn each other while being committed to each other. Since we're not cheaters, no way, it was kind of cool. The only hard thing was everything except cheating. Like, so much other problems happened other than cheating. It was more like getting used to each other. Like he said, getting used to each other's ways. This is what I expect you to do around the house. This is what vice versa. So we went back and forth with that a lot, and we definitely had some tough times.
But it was like really like small things.
Very
though.
small.
Like it was like
very small,
like little
but
stuff
aggravating.
like she'll be like, "Why you ain't close the blinds before we went to bed last night?"
Yeah.
That used to have me like, "Oh shit!" Like I didn't know that's serious. I didn't know that was the man's job to be like, "All right, fuck it. Let me make sure." You know what I'm saying? She is saying that it made sure that
Made
the house
me feel
was
secure.
Yeah, mate. But me, I'm on that like off top. Like it don't matter. Like it don't matter about the blinds being open or closed. I don't give a fuck if you peeking in the house. Like I'm off top gonna be secure in my house. I'm gonna make sure that everybody is safe. But I guess it was just something that bothered her.
Irritating.
Yeah, it was irritated
Yeah.
her because that's probably something that she is used to. For a man to go around and close the blinds
No, it just
in the house, but. You know what I'm saying?
It was just being secure in different ways. In a new neighborhood, brand new neighborhood, we never lived together, So I expected to feel protected. You know what I'm saying? Being
We
that
ain't
he
living
was my
Oak Cliff
husband.
though.
I mean, yeah, but still, like, we'll be walking around the house, it'd be nighttime, the lights would be on, the blinds would be open. I'm like,
Yeah, I understand
go
that.
lock the house down so we can sleep peacefully. You know what I'm saying? I wake up and the blinds open, or I wake up and the front door unlocked. Then I'm like, dang, that's your job,
Yeah.
So little stuff like that we had to fix. And like I said, everything we went through was very fixable.
Like with the front door situation, like I stopped going out the front door. So if the front door was ever unlocked, it would be like, oh,
Because of me.
It wasn't me.
But that's still where you go.
No, it's on both ends. I feel like that you have to be secure. Like at the end of the day, as the man in the house, I'm going to make sure that I'm top flight security of the world. Like that's going to be me as a man. But as a woman, this is your kingdom too. Like you got to make sure, like, all right, oh, I did go out the front door today. Let me lock the door.
No, I feel like when we're laying down to go to sleep, whether I came in the front door, whether we had company come in the front door, the man is always supposed to get up, check, and make sure the house is locked down. Whether I did it, the kids did it, I just feel like it's your job. It's like, let me get up and just go check everything before everybody lay their head down. I don't think it should be my job. You know, that was something we just had to agree to kind of disagree on. But ladies, y'all can let me know what y'all think, because that's how I feel.
But I totally agree. I totally agree, like, as far as, like, yeah, making sure that everything is secure. But like I said, like, I'm going to make sure that everything is secure. But, babe, you do be, you kind of green, babe. You be slipping up sometimes, too. And that's why
I want you to have my back.
And look, that's why now I be on point. I be like, babe, you left the back door. Left the back door cracked. Or I'll be like, babe, you left the front door unlocked.
Oh, I'll be like, did you lock it for me?
Yep, and I'll do that. And I'll be like, you left the garage door open. And I sometimes I won't even say nothing about it, because it's like, all right, that's what she expect. Like, you know what I'm saying? She expect for me to do that. And that's one thing that I had to learn. It used to irritate me, like, bro, closing the blinds. Like, what you mean close the blinds, man? Like, all right, like, you want the blinds closed, and close it. But I know she's a little spoiled, and she expect that as a woman. So as a husband, you gotta adapt to that and have to, like, get out of your ways. Like, I wasn't in a relationship for about, here's a good
3
little
years?
minute. Nah, let me see. 2014, it is a little minute.
Yeah.
It's about 5 years, maybe. Almost 5 years, 4 or 5 years since I've been in a relationship. So I really just didn't. Yeah. And then it was like I was a kid. I was a kid too, like when I was in a relationship too. So I wasn't like grown up and doing that type of stuff. Like, yeah, it wasn't like I'm a learning man. Like, most definitely, I'm a young man too. So it takes a lot of learning. Yep. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's both sides too. Like, women got a lot to learn too. But they more up to speed than men. I'm going to tell you that. Most definitely. They more up to speed than we is, but...
Yeah, what I can say about my husband, he's definitely an adapter. Anything I ask him to do, he's going to try to start doing it. Even if he slip a few times, most of the time he's going to be like, okay, let me do this, because I know this is what she want me to do. Like, I catch him doing little stuff that I told him to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, he leave his shoes right at the front door when we walk into the room. So I walk in, I be tripping, and be like, okay, get these shoes up. So now he try to put the shoes by the bed instead of the closet still. But it's cool. Like, I definitely see him working on everything, and that's really why we still standing seriously, because it's the effort.
And it's vice versa too. It's on both ends. Like, little stuff, that's my pet peeves too. Like, she always working on, like, like in the last video you seen where I was talking about the hair situation. But now, like, when I come to the crib, like 9 times out of 10, the hair stuff be cleaned up. If she ain't too tired, then the hair be cleaned up. But the other little one,
I even made a hair room. So
Yup, the hair room, like, the hair room, like, she used that more often now.
Yeah. Sometimes I have to use a sink, so hair may still be, there. Yeah. But, yeah. So, let's fast forward to
pregnancy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all saw he said he wanted to cheat on me.
Chill. It wasn't like that. Chill.
Okay, so... It was my first time being pregnant, and I don't know. My mood was just, I wasn't feeling it. He irritated my soul.
It caught both of us off guard, because it's like, this is her first time being pregnant, but it wasn't my first time experiencing, like, a pregnancy. So it was like I felt like that I knew everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's men.
Yeah, and
like,
he
you know
felt
what I'm
like
saying?
I should have been able to control how I felt.
But that's
and
just
my
me
attitude.
in general, and that's something that I've been working on. Though I feel like sometimes I know everything. Like I do, and I'm glad that I accept it now because I used to didn't be. I used to like, no, I don't think I know everything. But looking back, looking back on some of the arguments that I done had with my partners, like, and they'll tell you too, like some of my partners, like,
yeah, like
even
he don't
with her,
stop.
like I feel like that. Like if I'm arguing with you, I know my point and I'm right.
And that's it.
Like and that's that. But I've been learning how to just sit back and kind of listen a little bit. Like, okay, like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. And I've been doing good with that.
Yeah, because it was really bad when we first met. Like, it was his way, his point, and that's it. Like, my point didn't matter. Forget what you saying. This what I'm saying, and this how I feel. I don't care what's your reasoning for making me feel this way, but this what it is.
And I feel like that reflects on jumping into a relationship. Like, you know what I'm saying? After being out of a relationship, I was a bachelor. Like, I wasn't even looking forward into being in a relationship until she snatched me up.
I wasn't looking for a relationship either. I was really playing the field at the time. Like, I'm about to be single, you know. I done did that relationship stuff. I'm not doing it no more. And then, like, it kind of just happened seriously. Like, that wasn't the plan at all. Like, at all. I definitely didn't see this coming. But it worked out for the best, and I'm very thankful.
But during the pregnancy, I feel like the most challenging thing is just like we was just kind of distant. And I didn't want to be distant whatsoever, but it was like we wasn't clicking. Like sometimes that happens in a marriage. That's the challenging part. Stuff is going to happen regardless. Like it's going to be your negative moments. It's going to be a lot of positive moments. It's up to you to create more positive moments than negative. Like, and that's going to happen regardless. That's just in life in general. You're going to go through a lot of negative things, like just in general. That's going to happen regardless. But it's up to you to create more positive moments than negative. And that's kind of what we did in our pregnancy, with the pregnancy and in our marriage. Like we kind of try to create more positive moments than negative.
And it was definitely on both of our ends in the marriage. I just had this bad vibe. Like, I just didn't want to be bothered. But then I wanted him there. Like, I wanted him there, but I don't want him to bother me. So it'd be like, where you at? He'll come home and it'd be like, don't touch me, you know? But I want him there. And then he couldn't take the way I was feeling. So instead of him soothing me and trying to reel me back in to feel the way I needed to feel, he kind of was standoffish, like, oh, you ain't messing with me, I ain't messing with you. So it just kind of made it worse, you know what I'm saying? So
I was confused at that point because it's like, damn, like, you calling me to come home. I'm at the shop. You calling me to come home. But when I get home, it's like, you don't want to be around me. Like you just want to know my presence is at the house. You don't care for me being there, but like that just really confused me. Like so, I had to sit back and like be standoffish to like, hey, like what we doing here? Like you know what I'm saying?
So he went through a tough time. He broke up with me probably like 3 times. He used the divorce word 2 times.
Yeah, I most definitely did use it.
He tried to take all his stuff out the closet. And y'all know what's crazy? I was not paying. I still wasn't paying him no money. I did not care. I'm like, boy.
And that's what really that really irritated me right there.
It irritated him, but guess what? He never left.
Cause I was heated, like, and me, like, I don't know, like I'm used to getting a reaction out of shit. Like that's why that's something that I gotta learn too. I'm used to getting a reaction whenever I act mad. If I
he want me to baby him.
Like somebody gonna give me a reaction. You gonna give me a reaction.
And see, that's what he used to, and I'm used to being the one. Oh my gosh, don't be mad doing the most. Like, I was used to the one. I'm used to being the one to do the most, giving the reactions, acting a fool, doing all this crazy stuff. I don't do that no more. Like I'm a totally different person. So when he want me to act the way he want me to act, it's just like this is not me no more. Like I'd rather just talk and have a conversation.
I'm just used to females being like super submissive. Like, I guess I'm one of them type of dudes that's used to that, and she's like big dog. She's big flex. My homies even know, they were like, yeah, she really big flex, bro. Like she's really like big dog. Like it's like hard for her to be like. It takes a lot. It takes a lot out of me. Like you know what I'm saying. But I like challenges though, because I want more for myself anyway. So I like challenges. So
Yeah.
like,
I have
I-
definitely heard that before that I'm not submissive. And I'm probably not, because it's just something about being able to stand on your own, you know, like I love you, I want to be with you for the rest of my life, I'm not going nowhere, I'm not cheating on you, you know, this, that, and the third, but I'm gonna always have my own thing going. You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna make sure if it came down to it, I have to be by myself, I can do all this by myself. And I just always thought like that. That's just always be my mindset. I'm going to teach my daughter the same thing, and you know.
I feel like for a man, like what's going like a way to a man's heart is to balance that though. Like to balance being like submissive and still being like dominant, like being stiff on shit too.
I do be submissive sometimes though.
You do, like, yeah. I ain't gonna lie and say that you don't be submissive.
Like, when you tell me what to do,
if you wasn't submissive, then
yeah, it just not
wouldn't
work at all.
It wouldn't work at all. Cause like me, like
Yeah.
you got to be submissive with me. Like you got to like at least I got to see that. I got to have some type of manly control, like off top. That's just me.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't raised to be no sucker.
And I'm working on that.
Mama ain't raised no sucker, and that's why I be feeling like she be testing me sometimes. Cause like. Like, hold on, like, do you? And I be telling them when we arguing. I'm like, do you
think
know?
I'm a punk ass
Yeah,
nigga or
do you
something?
know who I like? Like, you know what I'm saying? And it just be my ego talking too, but it be like, still, like, do you like? Come
He
on,
be have
man.
to check me to like let me know.
Like, do you like? Yeah, you just feel like, yeah, you can just like, come on, man. Like, nah, I ain't no sucker. Like, come on, you got come. Nah, you got to bow down a little bit. Just like how I'm gonna bow down too, cause you my wife. Like, I'm gonna bow down. Like, when the homies be talking that shit, saying she big flex and shit, I'm like, no, she ain't big flex. I be like, yeah, she is. Like, that's my wife. Like, I'm gonna bow down this time around the homies too. Like, yeah.
Yeah, so that worked itself out, thankfully. And what's so crazy, soon as I had the baby, like within seconds, I was like back in love. Like, come here. Like,
Yeah, she
oh
most
my
definitely
God.
was.
Like, I was in tears
It
because I
kind
thought
of
about
creeped me
how
out a little bit. I was like, bro.
I was in tears because I thought about how mean I was to him, and he was so hurt, y'all. And I was just like, come here, I love you. Like, all of a sudden, I was just like, so
I used
deep.
to like
in love.
literally
It was
like
weird.
beg for Johnny's attention. Like, babe, like you being so mean. Like I used to feel like a sucker. Like she ain't now female used to make me feel like no sucker, but like she made me feel like a sucker. Like I used to tell the homie, I used to tell Jay all the time, like, bruh, like I feel like a sucker, bro. Like I don't feel like myself, man. I don't feel like I'm like, nah, this ain't me, bro. Like
What that
I'm
WAP do to you?
like it'll take you there, man. No cap.
So basically, I turned my husband to a sucker for me.
Yeah, they be like, yeah, bro, you changed. It's because of that WAP.
Whatever. So yeah, so
So after the pregnancy, like we got back cool. Like everything was good.
It was
Like
cool.
she started showing me that love and that attention that I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
She seemed like okay, because at the beginning of the pregnancy, like
oh,
I'm not
another
gonna say I wasn't excited
That's
for the
another
pregnancy, but I was. I just didn't. I wasn't showing it as much because I had been down this road before. I had a child before, and it's her first child, and I wasn't doing it to be like a hole or nothing, like no asshole. I wasn't trying to be mean or like nothing like that, but it's like I've been down that road, so I know what's expected. I know what's like going on. Like she would go and shop. Go crazy for Demi, like go buy all types of clothes. I swear, like Demi probably got like 50 newborn outfits right now at the house that she can't fit no more. She's in 0 to 3 months right now that she can't fit no more at all because I told her like, hey, it's okay. We just get this amount of clothes, get this. We ain't gotta go crazy.
But you know how it is.
Yeah, because I did the same.
And it's kind of like he was
with my-
raining on my parade. So then when he'll throw in my face, I did that same thing for Denver. It's just like, dang, do the same, have that same energy. You know, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm your wife. This our first baby. You know, so it definitely made me feel a type of way that he wasn't excited.
I was just trying to
or-
backtrack on the fact that like I did this for Denver and I bought a whole bunch of newborn clothes and this and that, and she never ever wore any of it, like shoes and stuff like that. It is like a big waste of money. Like baby clothes ain't too much of nothing, but it is at the end of the day, it's still a waste of money. Like,
Well, I guess it's something we're gonna always probably agree to disagree on. Cause when I have a boy, I'm gonna go crazy and do the same thing. Only reason I can't do it with a girl, cause I already got girl clothes. But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do the same thing.
as far as diapers and wipes,
Clothes.
I'm gonna go crazy on.
Clothes.
But when it come down to clothes, babies grow out of clothes so quickly. Like, it don't make no sense. Like, Demi is what, 3 months? And it wasn't. I didn't even expect her to even be switching from newborns that quick. Like, she's growing so fast. Now she's about to be in 3 to 6 months.
Yeah.
Like, and that's happening so quickly. And we done bought. Well, really, you bought, like, you know what I'm saying, so many newborn and 0 to 3 month clothes. Like, they run through that like quickly. Even them small little shoes, like, that start to add up. They run through that quickly. And I learned that from experience. Like, dang, I bought all this stuff. She ain't even, you find yourself giving it away because it's like, all right, I spent money on it. I don't even want to charge nobody for this. Like, here, you can just have this. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's just where I was with that. I wasn't trying to be rude or rain on nobody's parade because I was excited just like how she was, because I cried my eyes out when Demi came. Like,
Yeah.
I'm talking about crying. I couldn't even stop crying when Denver came. It's the
You
same
was
thing.
crying.
It's the same thing with Denver. Like, when Denver came, I was crying like super hard too. It's just like, my kids is my kids. I love my kids unconditionally. I feel like the clothes and stuff, like,
Yeah.
it
I
matters.
Get
It matters, but it don't matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I was
buying
just
a lot
super
of clothes
excited.
is and I get that. 'Cause I was the same way with Denver, and I just learned from experience. I just wanted you to kind of. I was just trying to school you a little bit, but
Yeah.
I didn't want to rain on your parade because I love you, and I wouldn't want you to feel like, oh, this is my first child, and he just really don't care because he got Denver already. Like, no, I wasn't like that.
Yeah.
It was
No, I
like,
didn't think about it like that. I just was like, dang, after us making it this far, you not excited? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to
I
be.
was super excited. And I'm glad that I kind of expressed that whenever Demi was born, because it was like a joy that was uncontrollable. Like, I was crying like hard, like.
So then we got home from the hospital. I ended up catching a fever because I was so dehydrated. I started throwing up. I caught a fever, so we had to stay another day. So that was cool. So Denver got to be a big sister. Do you guys want to see Denver?
Denver cool.
Denver is working behind the scenes today.
Yeah, this is Pook Shiesty.
Oh my God, this is Denver Shorter. She has been eating, what is this? Cookies?
Look like Oreos.
Didn't I tell you not to get no snacks?
I got it last time you did when you weren't here.
Oh, they're still on your lips?
Yes.
You're nasty.
It look like Oreos. Or
It do.
something
I
like
thought them was
that.
some Oreos. So this is Denver Shorter, and she is Demi's big sister. And my princess, my Sour Patch princess.
Say hey, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Tell them how you like being a big sister.
I like being a big sister.
Yeah, she loves Demi so much, y'all. Y'all should just see how she try to talk for her and everything. Like, I can be like, "What's wrong, baby?" She say, "Nothing, mommy." She thinks she's Demi's little speaker. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
she the voice.
Yep, she's Demi. She's the voice of Demi. Period. Okay, so now we are back on track.
Yeah, we back on track.
Business is going well.
Yeah.
Tattooing is going well. We're also looking for things to do together, which is why we trying to start YouTube, and and it's also a bonding experience. It's fun, you know what I'm saying? It brings us closer because we get to enjoy ourselves other than working all day, taking care of the kids.
Yeah. I feel like we're trying to bond like as business partners. Like, I feel like that takes a minute. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even being in a relationship and being like husband and wife, that takes a little minute. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, getting into finances and stuff like that. Once you know a person and know how a person is about
how they operate.
like,
and
how
stuff.
they operate, how things is, like, then that takes time. Like,
So
that's
y'all know
why
I'm going to be the one running the business.
like, yeah, because she's like,
Hey, not too much. So there you have it. That was a little bit about our first year of marriage, up until where we are now. If you guys have any questions or any videos you guys want to see concerning our life, then just let us know. We'll definitely make a video on it. Our next video will be some type of challenge, some type of fun experience for you guys to get to know us even better. Thank you. Like and subscribe.